Hi, everyone. I am Kristen Walker, an MTSS facilitator with Everett Public Schools, and I'm here for this series of Connecting with the Counselors videos with Barb Dubin, who is a social worker at Garfield Elementary School. For this series, we're going to share about social emotional learning, or SEL, for elementary school. And SEL has become kind of a buzzword in schools, I would say, since we've returned to school this year, but it's actually something that we've been teaching for years and years in the elementary schools. So we wanted to share about that, what we're doing with that now and how we're responding to the pandemic with it. So Barb, first of all, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And can you just describe a little bit about what SEL means?
Yeah, hi, everybody. The Everett School District has aligned its social emotional learning with the CASEL framework. And I'm going to describe that in just a little bit, but give you a quick synopsis of social emotional learning and our definition. So social emotional learning, which is SEL for short, is an integral part of education and human development. SEL is the process through which all young people and adults acquire and apply the knowledge, skills, and attitudes to develop healthy identities and manage emotions, also working towards achieving personal and collective goals. People feel and show empathy for each other and establish and maintain supportive relationships and make responsible and caring decisions as a result of learning about SEL. SEL can help address various forms of inequity and empower young people and adults to co-create a thriving school and contribute to safe, healthy, and just communities. The CASEL model, which is short for collaborative for academic and social emotional learning, it has 5 key components: self-awareness, you'll see them in the middle of the circle, self-management, responsible decision-making, relationship skills, and social awareness. So it's a complex and far-reaching concept.
So, and then in elementary school, as I mentioned, we've been teaching it for years and years. Can you describe a little bit about our second step curriculum?
Sure. Second Step is a great curriculum. First of all, Second Step is developed right here in our Seattle area by the Committee for Children. And Second Step started, philosophy, was that the first step of learning for children is at home with parents. The second step is at school, learning curriculum that support family learning and vice versa. So there you see the 5 competencies that we talked about before, and each unit has activities and discussion and music and videos that make learning at Second Step really fun. The different units are called Skills for Learning, where we're learning how to learn. And so we're learning about paying attention and focus. The second unit is called Empathy, where we're learning about understanding how others feel, how we feel, and that we can have different feelings. Emotion management is learning about intensities of feelings and ideas and strategies to calm down. And then problem solving is a structured format for figuring out what to do and what choices that we can make that are positive, and then reflecting back or checking back to see did those choices and action steps work. We love Second Step at Garfield, and we also love some of the resources online, which there are tons of resources online for Second Step, but we really like Mind Yeti and Little Children Big Challenges. So definitely you want to check out the Second Step website, and they have a whole unit about for families, and again, videos and fun activities to work on the components to support your child's social emotional learning.
That's great. I'll pause here for a second. I know we're on video, so we can't click on the link. So I'll just pause for a minute in case you want to take a picture of it or be able to get to it, or you could just Google the Second Step, and it's under family and educator resources there, or in that COVID-19 support section of the Second Step website. And those are a couple of great resources. And then, so we're here so that you can help us talk about how to transition some of these ideas that we're learning at school to home. So why is that important? Important always, but I guess especially probably important right now.
You're right, Kristen. These concepts, social emotional learning concepts, are huge and they're complex. And it is important that we have lots of practice and that's being going back and forth between home and school. One aspect of SEL is the lifelong process of acquiring insights and tools to manage life stressors that life will bring to us. Basically, young children can learn that they have feelings, that the feelings have names, and that the feelings have intensities. As these concepts are understood, we then teach strategies to help calm down these growing feelings. Again, they are huge concepts for little kids. So practicing these concepts at home is very, very important, because when the kids know that the families care about their feelings, about their intensity of feelings, the learning just skyrockets. You can just see and hear it in the kids' voices when they come and give examples of how they calm down in a situation on the playground or outside with friends. Kids value what you value, and they will practice what you practice. So if you can express your feelings about a situation, they will too. Or when you model calming down at home, they will too. And that makes learning and practicing, it can make it fun because we can have practice, identifying feelings or coming up with strategies. And it really, really supports their learning at school as well.
So we're going to do a few more videos on this topic to help families think about some different things, strategies they might use at home. And you're going to take us through a resource that you found that you've been using as a supplemental material. Can you tell us a little bit about that just to close this one out?
Oh, absolutely. And I'll go over this a little bit more in our next video, but I've been at Garfield about 27, 28 years and gone through different programs. But you know what's been a mainstay through all of my career is the Committee for Children Second Step. And I don't get paid to say that. But because they are constantly researching and developing, it's been a basic framework for our education. But during this COVID time, with school closures, I was looking for something else that would give children a chance to express their feelings to their teachers online, and also for them to do or have a chance to practice some of those 5 key areas that we mentioned in the CASEL framework. So I found this really great book online called Morning Mindset, My Best Life, Focus, Calm, Ready to Learn. And it is a workbook that at Garfield we bought for every student to have a chance to practice in the key areas and have a chance to check in not only with themselves, but also with teachers. And it gives us a chance to know, how's a kid doing? So we're going to go through this a little bit more. This is written and published by Brandy Thompson, and her website is thecounselingteacher.com. She is just terrific. And I'm not saying that you should go out and buy this, but we did, and every kid has it. But you could go out and buy it if you wanted to, because it's so valuable, and it really helped us kind of organize our SEL learning during a time when things were so chaotic.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, again, not a sales plug, but you're going to take us through some of these ideas as just some simple ways to check in and show us kind of the things that you're doing in this book at school and ways that can open up an opportunity for families to have just those quick little check-in moments with their kids right now. Okay, great. And you can see on the screen, these will be our topics for the next several videos with Barb.